Yeah. 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 All right. So it's working. All right. So hit the button. We got to turn that thing off. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Yeah. All right. So a ruckus happens after these moons, and I know it. 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 It's not unusual, and I know it, and I expect it, and it does not matter how much you expect something to happen. They always throw a curveball at you right at the end, and you know the curveball's coming, right? It's like I see the curve. The ruckus. Well, I'm gonna call it the ruckus. The fracas. The melee. Right after every moon like that, I know, because I when I see the moon like that coming, and I'm like, okay, here we go. It's like, buckle up. I know it's coming. It doesn't prepare you though. Even if you know it's coming, it still doesn't prepare you, right? All right, let me see if this thing is prepare you though. Even if you know it's coming, it still doesn't prepare you, right? All right, let me see if this. Yeah. So I'm not sure if this is in the nomenclature out in the lexicon. Ruckus. It's been yeah. So it's St. Patty's Day. Happy St. Patty's Day, by the way. My God. Did you have your green beer? Did you have your Jameson? You have a little JMO? I hope you did, because I'm going to need one after this melee, this ruckus. I love the word ruckus. I don't know how I stumbled upon it a long time ago, and I haven't even thought the word in a long time. But somehow today it seems like that would be the proper use of what happened. It was a ruckus. So, yeah. The wind started blowing, 70-mile-an-hour gusts everywhere. I get out and I go, and I 10 to 1, and that one took 2 hours. And then, of course, you got to go back with the whole crew. So I only had eyeballs on it. I was just, I go look at it, and then, and then they agree. We come to terms. We create a contract and say, this is how much you're going to give me to come do what I'm going to do. Right? That's how the world works. And people don't, oh, jeez. And it's not just this, anybody. When you have a disaster, and it's just, to me, that is the smallest little limb that's like the least worst of all of this stuff. The picture that I posted up here that I'm talking over, that is the least worst of like the bad things that could happen. A top fell off of a tree, it landed in the driveway. There's it kind of stuck out into the road. Yes, it was getting dark, dusk. And that's when a lot of accidents happen at dusk, because you can't see things. And they didn't have the means to put caution tape out, like, reflective material to say, stay away, caution, don't go here. Right? So what did she do? She called 911, and who's 911 for a tree guy? That's me. I'm your 911 tree guy. And of course, you get out there, and people aren't prepared. They don't know what to do. And they got this little. She had 2 kids. Uh, young mom, 2 kids. Don't know what to do. She didn't know what to do. She called the tree guy. I'm your tree guy. I'm your tree guy. Here I am. I'm gonna cut it off the road. Now tomorrow morning, I'm gonna send the crew. I'm gonna get this whole thing out here for you. I'm your tree guy. So that part of it took me 2 hours. And then, of course, dealing with all the wind stuff. I'm getting pulled left, right, the whole ruckus. It was a freaking disaster, all the wind. And, there's only one of me, right? And so, because there's only one of me, all these people, like, with all this stuff, they got to call somebody else because I can only go do one thing. It took 2 hours to go figure that thing out. Right? There's only one of me. Just me. I'm not a super. I'm a super tree man. I'm not air cat. But one small step, right? That's all you can do. And then basically right from there you have to. I treated everything as triage. So you like that? Triage. So I sat in my car and fielded calls, and then I started getting people. It takes a lot of phone calls to get something like that cleaned up like right away. And it takes all the cogs, the wheels put in motion to get something for just a. Oh, wow. You wouldn't believe how you have to grease the wheels to get something like that accomplished. All the grease. Oof. And that may not, that thing right there may look like a huge disaster to somebody. And to me, I've seen so much that was like, oh. And it was kind of cute. The reason I'm telling the story is because I thought it was kind of like a cute moment. Because the 2 kids, they were there trying to like move the tree out of the road by themselves. And the young mom, she got her phone and she's like, I'm making calls. And the kids are actually, the little boy, little girl, they're actually working to move the tree. She got a broom. And he's got his little saw, his little hand. It was like a little, kind of Cracker Jacks. To me, it looked like something you pull out of a Cracker Jack box. Saw, and he's asking me, what kind of tree is this? And I'm telling him what kind of tree. I was like, that limb came off of that tree, and that's the one you're working on right now came out of that tree. And the old lady across the street, literally, like old lady, like 70s, 80s maybe. And she was spry, vibrant, and getting in there and helping clean shit up. She got in the ruckus. She got in the fray. Oh. I love me some little old ladies, man. They know how to kick shit and get it. And so all that, so I was like, we normally have like a minimum to come out and do that sort of thing. But I was like, all right, we're all coming together. We're all going to do this. And I didn't charge her the emergency fee. I called her, I charged her the storm damage fee, which is like, a little bit less. But it's still, we have to get to grease the wheels, right? And she wasn't expecting that kind of, have to make that kind of payment, but it had to be done. Or else her kids were going to sit there in the street carving the thing up. Yeah. It's quite a ruckus. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna take a breath until I get called out. Am I gonna call? That's a thing. I may get called out again. The wind has not stopped right now. As of right now, it's 6 St. Patty's Day, and it's still windy.